So the Gelli Arts people gave me a large plate. You may have seen this over on Instagram if you follow me, but here is the long version of it. So welcome back, friends. I was gifted this 18 by 24 poster size gel plate or jelly plate. So the Gelli Arts people very generously gave me this plate. I was so excited. I thought the 16 by 20 was coming, but yeah, it was the 18 by 24. So this was my very, very first time ever using this. I only used newsprint. That was the paper I had. That was this size. And it does pick up well, but as we all know, it's not acid free. It's not the greatest. This print came out beautiful. I wish it was on better paper, but it is on newsprint. I may seal it, like glue it down on something and seal it really good front and back, and maybe it'll last a little longer than it normally would. But when you're first trying out something, you don't want to go and use some $5 sheet of paper. So I was just playing and I recorded, and here it is. So let's take a look. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I thought it was a 16 by 20 plate, but Gelli Arts sent me the 18 by 24. Wow. It's massive. Okay. Poster size plate, 18 by 24. Oh, I should have had a second person here. Okay, let's see. Packaged really well. Wow. I'm gonna be careful when opening. Okay. Important information, I'm sure. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to keep the packaging because how else am I going to store this thing? I wish I had a drawer big enough to throw it in, but I don't. But how beautiful. Amazing. Look at that. Look. I don't know. Do you ever get excited when you see a pristine plate like this? Oh my goodness. But of course, I've never had one this big. Okay, my newsprint is exactly the size of the plate. So that's what we're going to use. I'm going to pull out 2 sheets. Okay, so I'm starting with like what looks like a azo yellow medium or deep. It might be the medium, and like a nice pink color. And these are, I'm probably using a mixture of Amsterdam paints and Liquitex Basics. Nice creamy paint. Takes a little longer to dry, so since I'm using this big plate for the first time, I want to make sure that the paint isn't too fluid because it might dry before I even get the paper on it. So I figured I'd use this paint. especially my Nova color. Oh my God, it would dry so fast, way too fast. I'm not doing too perfect a mixture here because I want to see some of that pink. But this is going to be my background. So I'm starting with this and I'm hoping to get some nice colors peeking through. So you're not going to see too much of the yellow, but it is going to be hints of it there. So, as I'm using this for the first time, you could see I'm really struggling with this thin paper and trying to get it down without wrinkles. So let's just hope that the wrinkles add some additional interest to this layer. But this is just going to be our background layer that we're going to overlay, and hopefully we see a little bit of it, but we're not going to see a lot of yellow. But we need this to create depth. So I'm lifting and trying to smooth out some of the wrinkles, since it's just the background layer. So I'm keeping this video in real time so that you could see exactly how long I'm waiting or not waiting to pick up. And since I have no experience with this, I don't know what I'm doing really, but I'm doing my best. So I did make 2 of these yellow papers so that I could sort of, I call it tag teaming, where you sometimes have to pick up the ghost somewhere. So I did pick up a ghost with one of the papers and use the other one to finish off. Now I am putting down some titanium white, and I'm doing it in a really sloppy manner. I want some of those really full strength opaque orbs, and I also want a lot of transparency, and I just wanted to get this some, you know, this is another way to get depth, but I just wanted a little bit more interest. And this is also a great way to experiment to see, you know, how to use this new giant poster size Gelli plate. And for the most part, I'm going to be using the Matisse stencils. Now, when I made them, this was what I have laying here on the plate, was what was left from my Cricut. So I decided that I'm just going to use that. And also this other stencil. And then we're just going to pick up from there. So this is newsprint that I am using. It's not the best paper. It's not acid-free. It is what I had on hand, and since I was doing this for the first time, I didn't want anything too precious. So nothing too expensive, because I really didn't know what to expect. And I wanted the freedom to just, you know, overlay and not worry about cost. You know, on a smaller plate, I might suggest that you use copy paper for that, but newsprint is also good. If you're just practicing and you're not planning a full composition, which this ends up being, and then it breaks my heart that it's on newsprint, but what can you do? It's like I didn't know that my very first print was going to be so fantastic. I thought I was probably going to throw this one away. You just never know how things are going to turn out, but newsprint has too much acid. You want acid-free paper because eventually it will eat away. Now, I will say I have some pencil sketches from college, which we're talking 50 years ago, and they're on that very same Strathmore newsprint, and they're a little yellow, but they're still here. So don't think that just because it's on newsprint, it's going to disintegrate in the next couple of years. It does last longer than that. It's just not archival. If you care about it lasting 100 years, 200 years, then I think you have to worry. But like I said, I still have these papers. Now, they have been in a drawer out of sunlight, but, you know, I think if you seal the newsprint, you could get some longevity out of it. Anyway, I am now, this is manganese blue mixed with titanium white, and we're just going to do a second layer. I had intended to lay down some stencils, but with I'm so intimidated by this plate, by the size of this plate, that I just kind of lost it for a minute and forgot, and ended up laying this right over my other print. And so now we're not going to see too much, but this is actually the second yellow paper. This is not the one that I've been working on, but it was kind of like the ghost of the other one. I picked up the ghost with this one. So you'll notice there's no tear. The other one had a slight tear. So I'm hoping that I'm still going to see something with this and that it's not going to be terrible. But see, I am seeing a little bit of yellow. We're still, and some of those stencils are there, the ghost. So we have a lot of depth here. It's pretty interesting. And we're going to overlay on top of this for our final composition. And as you can see, I'm leaving a lot of paint on the plate. And you know, part of that is my inexperience with the size and having to still experiment more and learn more about how much time I need to leave things. I'm trying to pick up with the brayer. Sometimes that works, but not in this case. Okay, so now we're going to go to the titanium white, and we are going to, this is obviously a opaque
too much
color. There's still a little bit of blue on my brayer, so it's mixing in, which is perfect because I don't want solid white. I want a nice pale mixture, especially around the edges. And this is where our stencil work is really going to happen, because we need to see those colors from within a pattern. So I'm going to take my Matisse-inspired stencils and create a composition. So I created these stencils just for this video and for these reels that I did for Instagram and Gelli Arts, but you can find them on my website. I really like the way they came out. So as I was laying these down, I didn't notice that like the far right area did not, it's like plain white. So that was like, okay, what was I thinking? But once I pull it, I realize I really should not have done that. But sometimes when you have to fix things, things get better. And that was definitely the case here. My original plan was to stop here, like to just go this far. But what the 2 extra steps that I took make this so much better. So you'll see that area is like just got this, it's all white down there and it's just boring. So I wanted to do something right in that area. Pick this up. And I didn't waste this ghost. Trust me, I picked it up with one of the other yellow sheets and used it in a different composition. But we still had the outline of this ghost that makes it into, see that you could see it right here, this, like the outline was left. So I am just going to put down some yellow very thinly and sort of blurred out on the edge. And I'm going to overlay that in that white area that I'm unhappy with, all the way to the bottom. So the yellow is actually going to go off the bottom. And since I'm not really able to see this, I'm hoping that I've got this lined up okay and that it's not going to be, you know, on a diagonal or anything. And I was going to pick it up right away, but then I decided I wanted to see if I could get that ghost. So I laid it back down again. So like I said, this one really came out nice. This was, of the 3 that I did 3 reels for Gelli Arts. Of the 3 that I did, this was my favorite, and this was the first one that they shared as well. And I love this one. It is what it is. It's on newsprint, and nothing I can do about that. But if I seal it, I did do some research. Supposedly, if I seal front and back with gel medium, I have a better chance of it lasting a little bit longer before the acids in the paper start eating away at it. But I'm not going to sell it anyway. It's not like a for sale item. It's just something that I like to look at. But anyway, I am going to be doing a lot more on the gel plate, on this large gel plate in the future. Stay tuned for that. I recently did discover that this rice paper that I purchased on a roll is 18 inches wide. So it is the width of this plate. And I played a little bit with that and it worked really well. So I will do a video and we will do that with some rice paper. I'm not a thick paper person. You know, it's just never going to happen. I keep trying, but no, it's not going to happen. Anyway, I will see you next time. Don't forget, create, inspire, and share. Bye-bye. So until next time, here's a couple more videos that you might enjoy. Bye-bye.